Hey, so my name is Austin Roberts, and here with LogOX, and we sell forestry tools for the modern homesteader. What we have here is our main product, which is the LogOX 3-in-1 forestry multi-tool. This is the base portion of it. It's the LogOX hauler, and what this is going to allow you to do is be able to grab a log round off the ground like this, walk into it, okay, swing it up onto your log splitter, and at no point during that time are you bending over and hurting your back. You're going to find that that's going to be a lot easier. You're going to find a lot less strain and stress at the end of the day. We paired up with Fairfield University School of Engineering, and what they actually found scientifically was that there's a 93% reduction in lower back strain and a 76% reduction in arm strain when you're using this tool compared to doing it by hand, as you can see me do there. This can lift as large of a log round as you can with two hands, or if it's a log that you don't really want to lift, you can use this to lock at the sides and drag it to where you're going. If you want to use this to drag branches, it's great for that. Those 3-4-inch branches that are hard to really kind of hold on to and drag, you can lock it in like this and drag it with it. It's also a great short cant hook for rolling those cants on a small sawmill. By itself is a really multiple use tool, but there is a lot more to it. We add this handle to it right here. This is a new for 2022. We just rolled these out last year. Swing lock connection pin, so it's going to connect this in place, and now you have a 40-inch cant hook. So what I like to do is I like to look at a tree in two different sections. The part of the tree I'm going to use my cant hook for, and the part of the tree I'm going to use my timberjack for, and I'll explain. So as you work your way up a tree, it's cylindrical, and when you get up towards the portion of it that's about 10 or so inches in diameter, what you can do is, if it's a wind-felled tree, you want to detach it from the root bulb first so it doesn't come up on you. But if it's a fallen tree that you fell yourself, just detach the timberjack portion from the cant hook portion for the rest of it, and you're going to find a spot there where you can start making your cuts halfway through, and you cut it halfway through so the tree doesn't accordion and pinch your bar. And as you're done, when you're done with that, what you're going to do is use this, lock it in, and then roll it over and finish up those cuts. And with this additional leverage, was Archimedes said that, give me a long enough lever and I'll move the world. Well, leverage helps you out in the woods as well. And with this, you got 40 inches of leverage for working either with a sawmill or working with your chainsaw out in the woods. So then once I'm done with that portion of it, I'm going to add this. This is also fairly new. This is the Bigfoot timberjack attachment, okay? Our former timberjack had just a tubular steel right here, and what that would do is it would sink into the ground, you get dirt stuck in the side, it wasn't very stable. So we redesigned this, we came up with a flat steel design, so this isn't going to sink into the soft ground as easily, but yet it's got this kind of a ski tip here so I can roll this back, okay? And what that's going to allow me to do is have a more stable, easier to use timberjack out in the woods. Let me show you how that works. So say this is my down log, obviously it's going to be a lot longer, but for demo purposes, I'm going to drop it down like this. Now, if I want to just get this out of the way, I've got 2 points of contact here, I can take this and I can drag this out of the way really easily with that skidder blade, okay? But if I want to buck this where it stands, I've got a nice solid, stable cutting platform that I can work off of here, okay? I like to work about 5 or 6 or so free cuts. Why I call them that is because it's freestanding. I've got all the space right here, and I'm also able to stand more upright. I can cant my bar slightly forward, okay? Unlike if it was on the ground where I'd be perpendicular to the ground, and dangerous kickbacks can happen when you do that. So I've got a much more upright stance, a lot easier, working my way through. These are just falling off here, so I'm not going to pinch my bar. I'm not going to run my chain to the dirt and dull it out. I'm going to avoid all those problems with kickback and everything else I discussed. I'm going to get over here, maybe my cuts halfway through, dump it out, roll it over with my foot probably, and then just finish that up. One thing I forgot about that is what I would do prior to bucking it up. So typically on a log, you're going to have branches over these limbs, so you want to be able to delimb. When you have it up off the ground, now you have all this space on the side, so you can delimb that a lot easier. So that process is going to be faster as well. So we want to work systematically, working our way up and down the tree. As we were moving our way up the tree, we were constructing this tool. Okay, first we put the cant hook on, then we put the timberjack on, and now we've got basically our setup looks like a field of these bucked up rounds, okay, towards the top of the tree, and then some larger ones as we get further down the tree. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to add this, which is my pickaxe pickaroon attachment. Slides in that same handle. Uses that same pin. And now I have a 4-in-1 tool that I can use, okay, to save my back and make this process a lot easier. I'm going to show you how that works. So further up the tree, I've got the small stuff. Pick up the small stuff. Now I'm saving a bunch of trips. Get over to where I'm going, drop it off like that, okay? Grab this one this way. See how easy that release technique is too as well? You can also lift up like this. When I get to my larger log rounds, I can use my pickaroon, which is also great for like unloading the back of a trailer or something like that. But what I like doing with it is this. And now I've got 2 for the price of 1 when I'm moving these log rounds. So I'm doing it twice as fast. I get where I'm going like this. Now I can do this all day long. It's not going to fall out. And the reason for that is because how we designed, or how we found the best tip on the market for this, but it's going to release easily. And the reason for that is this gets nice and narrow right here, okay, on this, but there's a slight little ridge here on the bottom. It acts as a barb and it holds it in place like that. Okay, so John, the guy who invented this, is a former chemical engineer. I'm a former field artillery officer. Attention to detail is key in everything that we do. So every detail of this, you know, you hear jack of all trades, master of none. Oh, it's a multi-tool. It probably doesn't do anything very well. We made sure and hit every single part of it and made sure that this is the best 21-inch cant hook on the market, because this point right here and these 2 points of contact are so sharp and aggressive, it's going to lock into that wood pulp. You're not going to have slippage like other cant hooks. Same thing with a 40-inch cant. We add that best pound for pound 40-inch cant hook on the market. That's why we sell a lot of these portable sawmills. We work with Granberg International, other portable saw, Hudson, other portable sawmill companies who like having a portable cant hook to go along with their portable sawmill. Same thing with the pickaroon attachment. This is the best version of the ones, in our opinion, that we could find, and it's actually replaceable. So if you were to hit that on a rock or something, you're not out 60, 70 bucks for a new pickaroon. We sell these things for $10 replacement. It'll set screw your back in business. We have some accessories for it as well. The hauler holster is very handy, so you're putting it onto a log splitter. For folks who didn't see the beginning of my demo, just swinging that up onto my log splitter like that. I'm not bending over, I'm not hurting my back. Doing that a lot faster, safer, and easier. And then I can holster it here and operate my log splitter. And I'm not, having to put the tool in the ground, which kind of defeats the purpose, right? So we have that, and then finally, it all comes apart. And it fits in this great bag. Every single thing that we sell is 100% made in the United States. There's a lifetime warranty on it, okay? This bag is no different. This bag here has a double layered bottom to it, 2 large internal Velcro secure pockets for your Sprench, PPE, extra gear, stuff you don't want floating around. It fits right inside here. And then on the top here, we've got room for your chainsaw chaps. Everybody get chainsaw chaps? Maybe. Sometimes, maybe Christmas. Highly recommend those. Just trust me on from that, from personal experience. Real easy to look the other way and have arterial spray, so you don't want to do that. But what's also great about that is that you put that on top and you can wear this like a backpack. Again, attention to detail. We wanted to make sure that we could walk around and scout, so we made sure that this was long enough to wear, long enough and wide enough to comfortably wear this like a backpack. So I got my chainsaw in one hand, and literally every single forestry tool that I would ever want, need, or use to lift, move, and maneuver a tree that's on my back, so I can walk around with that on my back. And that's the LogOX Forester Pack. All that stuff comes together as the LogOX Forester Pack.